What's good, my peoples? I'm here with none other than Bozy Ennis. What's going on with you, Bozy?
It's a regular procedure, man. And they're working out. Got them guys working on some drills that we normally do. About an hour and a half, almost 2 hours worth of drills. You was there. You watched it. You know what I
mean? Yeah. Now what? How you come up with these drills, man? I never seen. I've been to 10,000 gyms and I've never seen these types of drills.
This is something that I made up on my own. You know what I mean? Just like when it comes to that defense stuff. I never was taught that when I was fighting. You know what I mean? All I was taught is throw the jab, throw the right hand, or keep the pressure on, all that defense and all that other stuff that come from me. I picked up because I didn't never like to get hit when I boxed.
Right.
So I picked that up, and always a good mover in a boxer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So all that's mine.
Now I wanted to say congratulations as well.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
What did you make of the fight?
Well, this is supposed to be his test, another test for him. You know what I mean? Clayton never been stopped before. He was an Olympian. You know what I mean? Then his trainer was talking all this stuff that they was going to expose boots and all that stuff. They asked the fighters 3 times. We turned them down. Okay, yeah. All right. Reason why we turned you down because y'all wasn't ranked up there. We wanted the big boys. We wanted Thurman, Porter, and you know that yourself. We wanted Terrance. We wanted Spence. We was up there, right up there. So why would we go backwards? So all of a sudden, they put him at number 5. You know what I mean? Because I know that's was Tom Brown's fighter anyway. So so they moved up to number 5. And now we fighting for something, eliminator. Oh, now it's time to fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't duck nobody.
Right.
But his trainer going to tell me that we didn't want to fight you and all that stuff now because after Booster knocked him out, now they got a different story now.
Right.
They going around saying, you know what they was going to do to Boots and all this stuff and, you know what I mean? And, back and forth and all that. We don't run our mouth. We just go ahead and do what we're supposed to do in that ring. You know what I mean? We say a little thing. And Boots always says about, I'm looking for that knockout. So if it come, it come. If it don't, it don't. But that's what I'm going for.
Right.
And that's what happened. Got knocked out.
Now, a lot of people like Teddy Atlas.
Right.
He was saying that he ain't seen the last time he saw somebody like this was Tommy Hearns.
Yes.
When referring to Boots. When you hear that, what goes through your mind?
I mean, that's a great acknowledgement that that he's giving us. You know what I mean? He think that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people think the same thing. And I appreciate him for saying that, but it's good. That's all I can say. It's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, so what would you be looking for you guys to have next?
Well, I know Spencer's getting ready to fight Crawford. You know what I mean? So we not in the way for that, but we wouldn't mind fighting the winner of that.
Right.
But the way I heard that both of them gonna move up anyway.
Right.
So the way I look at it, the words that I heard is that we might get Stenionis. We might get Stenionis, or maybe Thurman. You know what I mean? Anybody. We're not picking anybody. We just want anybody. We don't care who it is. But whoever it is, we want to fight them and be ready to fight for the title the next go around. Right. So most likely, if we fight Thurman, that'll probably be 4 of them titles if they move up in that division. You know what I mean? And the 154 pounds division.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's who we looking at. You know what I mean? But if not, we're just gonna keep on knocking the doors down, man, until we get that title shot.
Right. So you think it's like more likely that is fight Stenionis and then Keith Thurman for one of the vacant belts?
See, that's the thing. I just politics play the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know who we gonna fight. You know what I mean? Right. But that would be nice if we get a chance to fight Stenionis.
Right.
You know what I mean? That'd be nice. Nah, that'd be because he got WBA.
Yeah, he's the man
regular
for the WBA.
He got the regular title now, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be a beautiful thing,
So now, as a dad, you a father, trainer, manager for Boots. This situation with Devin Haney and Bill Haney not being able to go to Australia.
Yeah.
Half his team not going to Australia. What's your thoughts on that, and how would you have handled that?
Well, if my team is not allowed to go, I'm not going. If I was Devin, I wouldn't never go. If my team is not allowed to go, you know what I mean? I couldn't go nowhere without my team. You know what I mean? You know, and that's the way I look at it. And I would have told them that I'm not fighting unless my team is allowed to go. You know what I mean? And that's the way I look at it, because they can do anything to him out there. But I mean, you know, he can win the fight all he wants, right? But they still take it away from me. You know what I mean? But at least you got your family there with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and that's the only thing I look at like that. You know what I mean? I would like to have my family there with me,
Right.
and all my whole team with me.
Right.
You know, and I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. If my father can't go and the rest of the team can't go, I wouldn't go. They just going to cut it short. You know what I mean? Yep.
Now, we also saw high praise coming from Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
You know, he said, man, who is this dude, Boots, man? This dude, he could fight his butt off, man. Legends, we hearing, you know, Roy Jones,
Right.
Timothy Bradley stated, if Errol Spence, Terence Crawford don't get him now, they in trouble.
Trouble, yeah.
Right? You know, what is it specifically? Because this is not your only son. You box,
Right. And
your other two sons
the other
box?
two sons, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So what is it that, you know, what's in the sauce, in Bozy's sauce? What's the special sauce?
Well, I trained them ever since they was little. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, they saw me training and they wanted to, you know, portray after me. Even like when Boots was little, he was in the little stroller. See me hitting the bag, he'd go over there and just touch the bag. You know? He'd go over there and touch the bag and everything. So, and then my other two, same with them.
Right.
I mean, they've been doing that stuff since they was crawling, man. You know what I mean? And that's why I try to tell people. They always say about experience. They got more experience than Boots. They had more experience than my other sons and all that stuff. But they didn't. They've been doing it since they was crawling.
Right.
And like all of my sons, they was boxing pros since they was 13 and 14 years old. That's why they were so good.
Right.
And the style that I teach is a pro style. Even when they was an amateur, that's why a lot of times they would win the fight, but they wouldn't give it to them because they wasn't letting their hands go.
Right.
But they was
So they have
beating
a
them
pro
guys.
style.
You got the pro style. But, you know, when you turn pro, you already know how to fight pro.
Right.
And that's why they were so good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, speaking of that fight, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, what's your take on that fight?
Well, my take is on this. It's like this. My take is this. Bud Crawford better not start slow, like he normally slow. Because Spencer's coming at you, and he comes straight at you, and he lets his hands go, and he gonna walk you down. You know, and Bud, you know what I mean? Bud likes to take his time and all that. He can't do that. You know what I mean? He can't do that at all. He got to be ready to go out there and let his hands go and box and move inside and outside. You know what I mean? Different angles you get. Can't stay in front of Spence. Spence will break you down, man. You know.
Now, do you think that Terence Crawford is still effective in the southpaw stance as he is in orthodox stance, switching from southpaw to orthodox, or do you feel like he lost something in that manner?
I'm trying to say, I think the orthodox style, he's stronger. Is it orthodox?
As southpaw.
Orthodox or the southpaw? I think the southpaw, he's much stronger. You know what I mean? He's not like Boots. Boots strong on both sides. You know what I mean? And that's why Terrance switches to that side all the time. You know what I mean? And that's when he be getting on most of the knockouts. Yeah,
when he's in the southpaw stance.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, he better box. He gotta box and move. You know what I mean? He goes try to trade with him. No, you better not trade with him. You know what I mean? Unless you ready to get hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to be smart when you boxing Spence. Now, if we was fighting Spence, we would fight his fight. Because we can fight inside and outside. You know what I mean? And we were fighting, we were walking down the same stuff we do to other people, we do the same thing. Right. So we're going to be rolling. And Boots fight inside and outside.
Right.
So I tell Boots when the time to go inside, just like with the last fight. You know what I mean? I told him, they start walking him down now. You know what I mean? But I ain't had to tell him too much because he did what I told him to do. And if you watch the fight, when I told him to throw the right hand, look what happened. Right. Soon as I told him, your commentator said it. His father just told him that, and he did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to be smart, man. See, Spence.
So you wouldn't box Spence. You would get physical.
I'll start from the beginning, boxing, see what's going on. How you see? Because everybody don't fight Boots the same. Just like I told Boots about Clayton. Clayton ain't gonna fight you the same like he fight the rest of them guys. You know what I mean? Everybody Boots fight, spar. They don't fight him the same as they fight the other guys that they fought.
Right.
You know what I mean? I said, now watch. Go out there and hit him with a nice, powerful shot, and let him feel your power. Watch what happens. You see what happened.
Yeah, he looked
timid.
He looked timid from the very beginning.
Yep.
Why was that? Why you feel that was
He was scared. He know Boots knocking everybody out, and he didn't want to get knocked out.
Right.
That's why he ain't take the chances like he normally take.
Yeah, it looked like he was hesitant with the speed as soon as he got in the ring.
Yep.
It was like he didn't want to let his hands go. He didn't want to get counted.
And I told him to control it with the jab, and he couldn't get past Boots' jab. Couldn't get past his jab. You know what I mean?
Now that's how you guys would fight Spence. How would you guys fight Terence Crawford?
Terence Crawford? We do the same thing as Spence doing, but we much slicker. See, Spence is a good fighter, but his hands up high, and he's walk you down. Nothing different. We got all kinds of movements. We do the same thing. We'll go behind the jab and walking down, slip inside, bing, bing. You know, different angles. Give him different angles though. That's the only thing different we do that Spence don't do. Spence will come right at you and boom, move your head, hands up high guard, walk you down and rip them body shots, head shots, break you down.
Yeah, he's very aggressive.
Yeah.
I just heard Ishmael Salas, your Dana Sugas trainer.
Right.
He said there's no way he sees Terence Crawford beating Errol Spence if he shows up, the Errol Spence that showed up against them.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But one thing Spence may not do, look for his mouthpiece on Terence.
Right.
Like he did with Ugas. With Spence, you know what I mean? Because Terence gonna finish him off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, Terence gonna finish him off. Because Terence got that dog in him, just like Spence. They got dog in him, man. It's gonna come down to who won it the most, man.
Do you feel like the Terence Crawford having so much dog in him would be the reason why he lose to Errol Spence?
If he turn around and start doing that, trying to fight him, it's a different situation. It's all over, man.
Right.
It's all over, man. Because that's what Spence gonna want. Oh yeah, fight me. Stay right there and rumble me.
Right.
And watch what happens. He's gonna start breaking him down.
Now,
you know what I mean?
2 more fights, then I'm gonna let you get out of here. I wanted to ask you about, you was on the card with Jamel Charlo. What was your thoughts on that and him being undisputed now?
Oh, well, I'm glad for him, man. But it was a close fight, you know what I mean? You know, it was a close fight. I'm glad he did what he did. But see, he's another one. You got to kill him in that ring, man. You got to kill Charlo in that ring. Yeah. You know, I like them guys. They street boys, man. You know, I like the street boys. They take it to another level, man. That's just like us. We come in the street. You know what I mean? If you one of them guys that was, you know, like brought up and silver spoon fed, and you know what I mean, and wasn't in the streets, and you was like spoiled, your family spoiled you and all that, and you don't know nothing about the streets. You won't take it to another level, but the street boy won't take it to another level.
Right.
And that's us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, last one. What did you make of Canelo Alvarez fight with Bevo, and do you think he have a chance to win the rematch?
I think Bevo this time will beat him worse this time. I think he beat him worse this time. You know what I mean? Because he took everything from me. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Bevo, for Canelo, his style.
Right.
He boxed him, then he laid inside with him. Canelo couldn't really hurt him.
Right.
He took away his movement inside and started banging him inside.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you fight a guy that they style, you normally beat foul. Like we fought living that good fighter, but we fought living that we beat him inside too. You know what I mean? We broke him down. See, when you start doing that, you ain't running. They think you're gonna box and move all the time, but we can do both.
Right.
See, and that's what happened.
So the size, because you know, a lot of people say it was just the size difference that why Canelo wasn't affected. Do you think it was the size of the skills of Bevo?
I think Bevo did what he's supposed to do when it comes to the skill set. I like Canelo. Canelo's a good boxer and everything, and good body shot puncher. But moving targets hard to hit. Canelo don't want you to move on him. He wants you to stay right there. But the guy, Bevo, did both, and he stayed there, and Canelo couldn't hurt him. Couldn't hurt him, man.
Now, I always say this. I've been saying that I think that Boots' style is terrible for Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, I think so too.
Am I right when I say that?
No, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? Absolutely right. I think Boots hurt him. He hurt Canelo. Yeah, he hurt him. I think he'll beat him too.
How you feel Canelo and Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez?
Oh, that's a good fight. All them good fights, man. And like I said, the Charlo, they got them dogs in them, man. You know what I mean? They tough, man. And Benavidez, oh my God, you talking about dog. That's a dog right there. You know what I mean? And he don't care about how hard you punch or nothing like that.
Right.
He coming at you, man. He coming at you, walk you down and break you down.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? They good fights right there.
Yeah.
All them good fights. They all good fighters, man. Spence, Crawford. You know, I don't take nothing away from none of them guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just like to get in the ring with them guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
See where we coming from.
Right,
That's
right.
the most important thing. See, we know we on that level, but we want to. You know what I mean? Everybody's supposed to been Boots test, and they last with all them other guys, but didn't last with Boots. Now they're gonna tell me, oh, he was supposed to beat him. Yeah, well, he's supposed to beat him. But not the way y'all was talking about it. This is his biggest test. He's gonna do this to Boots. He's gonna take Boots to the distance, or you know what I mean. And he probably beat Boots and all, saying all kinds of stuff. Now when Boots knock him out, no, still don't get your you know, what you're supposed to get. You know what I mean? You're just due, man. You know what I mean? So you can't please everybody, man. Like I tell people, you know what I mean? I said like, if you win, they want you to lose. You lose, they wanted you to lose.
Yep.
So it don't make no difference.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate you.
Anytime, good brother. Anytime.